I don't understand. Okay, I could be a bitch sometimes because I'm dealt with so much with him. All the time, wasting my time with my heart.
Of course, Mary wants Mary. I'm getting my content confused. Of course, Nikki wants to tell her side of the story. Nikki, it wouldn't be Nikki without having her side of the story, right? But hey, we're about to get into it, about to dive into it and see exactly what her side of the story is. But listen, at this moment in time, we are so close to getting to 50K before the end of the month. Let's make it freaking happen. Come on now, let's go.
Really, the reason why we had this fight is because he hasn't really had a job. I'm supporting him this time, like throughout this whole time.
I mean, listen, it's nuts. He hasn't had a job, and I've been supporting this whole time. And now she's surprised that he's walked away. And she's surprised that he never wanted to really be with her. But okay.
I sent him a lot of, like, you know, Western Union because he needed help. You know, and I'm just like, listen, I was like, for me, I feel like, yes, you take that very seriously. Given all the circumstances, I have to come to the sad conclusion that our relationship cannot continue, shocking my parents and everyone around me, including my status and my dignity. I said I need to take control of my life and rectify the situation. May you find a path to a worthy life filled with love and mutual attachment.
You know, when he finishes by saying mutual attachment, he's fully telling you that, listen, our attachment was never mutual. You wanted me, but I never wanted you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, everything that you asked for, I could give it to you, but I just didn't want to give it to you. That's why you call it mutual, if you ask me personally. I'm just saying. Because if he was mutually attached to her, then he wouldn't have left her, right? Let's think about that. He was mutually attached to the fact that she was funding him. But then Nikki will pretend as if that's not a thing.
All the years invested. All money, soul, and time.
All the money. Well, it's your fault that you decided to give him money. You need to take that accountability. That's it. Cry about it all you like, but it's the accountability that you have to take that. It was you that made the choice. Point blank, period.
Invested. The way he made me feel on that text message was the worst feeling ever. I can't do this life without you. You have brought so much happiness in my life and you're my everything. And I put 3 hearts and he just ignored it.
That's so savage though, man. He put 3 hearts and he just ignored it. Damn. You know what that means? It means that he has never respected you. He's never loved you. He's never cared about you. But on the flip side, sometimes when people do love you, but they know that you can do better than them, then they will leave you in a way that is very harsh. So therefore, you're forced to leave them and never chase them. But that isn't the situation in this case for Nikki. We're in a situation where this man just was never into you. Point blank, period.
Work this out. Everything possible. You know, let's work harder on a relationship, you know? And it's just like, acted like I never existed.
I'm not being funny, but he was sleeping with other women the whole time you were together. And then obviously, even when you was together, he wasn't asking if you could sleep with you and another woman. You was never enough for him. You was never what he wanted. Let that sink in. So of course he's going to behave like that. And if you ever take him back, that's just you being an idiot.
So the K1 visa because he told me just keep it open. Like, you know, like sometimes people change their mind. Sometimes he was in love with me.
So she wants to keep the K visa open at the moment, just in case he changes his mind, even though she believed that he was never in love with her. Make that make sense. But anything that Nikki says never makes sense. And that's the problem, Nikki. Delusional. It's ugly to see.
But when you make somebody feel like you're not even in love with them or not even attached to them, relationship. And how can you make somebody feel so insecure when I've done everything for you? Stand in peace.
How can you make somebody feel so insecure when you've done everything for them? That's the problem, isn't it? It's not the fact of, it's the fact that you did everything for him. Just imagine this. Imagine being with a man and you're the woman. But you're the one taking over the masculine role in the relationship. Aren't men supposed to be the masculine person in the relationship? Either way though, he took you for a ride and you was happily to be on board. And now he's decided to kick you off the ride, you're upset and you're acting surprised. Psst, honestly, it makes you wonder what the hell was she doing the whole time. Like, no one can be that oblivious. Well, I mean, I guess they can be, but hey, for somebody who believes that Igor can never do better than her, I'm pretty sure she should have been, you know, conscious to his actions and what he was doing. And should never been oblivious to the fact that he was never with her for her. He was just with her because of the bank account. I'm just saying, if you're with somebody and they don't even want to touch you, don't even want to be romantic with you or whatever, that says a lot. Actions speak louder than words. And to be fair, his words but just as bad as his actions. Let's have a threesome. I was sleeping with my female friends. You give me masculine energy. You see what I'm saying? So I said, even the things he said never really, you know. So to be fair, the things that he said did actually match up his attitude. His attitude was like, I don't like you. And his actions was, I don't want to touch you. Come on, it's like, it's clear as day.
Upset because of the way I spoke to him and called him a user. Like, okay, I was wrong, you know, but there's many things he said to me and I swallowed it, you know.
There's many things that I said and he said and I swallowed it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter, does it? The fact is this, is that, you know, if it was a case where he did love you, then of course these conversations would obviously not be that deep. You'd be able to move on from them 100%. Because he's never been in love with you, doesn't like you. That's why for him it's like, this is my scapegoat. I'm out. Now of course we've still got the tell-all to come out next week, and the tell-all does look like as if he's leaving the door open. But if anything, all I can say is this: if he's leaving the door open, he's not leaving the door open for Nikki to come back in his life in terms of marrying her. He's leaving it open in terms of if she wants to continue sending me money, then I'll happily keep accepting it until she can't. And then when she can't, that's when I finally kick her out the door. So the door's only open for his benefits, not for their benefits. No, not for her benefits. And Nikki needs to recognize that. But hey, this is Nikki. Yeah, her taking self accountability or recognizing that something isn't working, well, that is something that definitely would hurt her brain cells. So yeah, we'll just leave it as that, if you dig what I'm saying. But with that being said though, let me know exactly what you're thinking down below here and we can talk about it. Don't forget, we are on the road to 50k subscribers. Literally got 3 days to make it. I know we can do it. Come on, let's do it. With that being said, like the video and peace.